Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is day two of 3D dimensional shapes. Learning the identifying characteristics of 3D dimensional shapes and creating models of three-dimensional shapes. We're going to repeat some of the things that we learned yesterday. I'm going to go a little bit more in detail about certain things. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope everybody's doing okay. I've gotten a chance to go out today to take care of some things. Went to the bank, went jogging, trying to do more of that. Talked to Mr. P today. He's challenging me to do some push-ups and stuff like that. So he's in good spirits too. So I hope you guys are doing all right. If you guys are having any type of problems, don't hesitate to call me. I'll write my number right here. 70. Hopefully I can write right. 8. Okay, 7 3. That's supposed to be a 3. 8. 6. 7. 6. 3. All right. So that's 708 738 6763. So if you guys have any problems, most of you guys should have my number anyway. If you have any problems with your understanding, anything like that, don't hesitate to give me a call or just give me a text. I'm hearing from a lot of people. I'm always hearing from Jair. Always hearing from Nakia. Sometimes I haven't heard from her in a minute. Stapleton is Akila Stapleton is always staying in touch. I'm asking questions and stuff like that. So Mr. Gaten is staying in touch and stuff like that. So asking questions. So if you guys are struggling at all, don't hesitate to call me. Okay, here we go. Now, yesterday we learned about three-dimensional shapes. We learned that the word 3D means three-dimensional. 3D shapes can be held and picked up. This is a 3D shape here. I don't know what kind of shape it is. You would kind of say like a cylinder or something like that. But it has like this funny looking, the width actually decreases here. So, all right. So, 3D shapes have faces, edges, and corners. All right, here we go. So a net is what the 3D figure would look like if you unfolded it and laid it flat. So I showed you guys yesterday that these are net drawings right here. If you were to unfold, flatten out that cube, it would look like this right here. If you flatten out the prism, it would look like this right here. These are called nets, okay? So you're going to learn a little bit more about nets today. And you guys are going to be held responsible for kind of memorizing certain things. You can always go back to the reference materials when you look into the classwork that I have for you today. Reference the materials. There's a lot of pictures that I gave you guys with names of the shapes, different numbers of faces and edges and corners that they have and stuff like that. Okay. So, and vertices, that's another word for the corners. How many corners does your three-dimensional figure have? All right. Faces is the flat side of the 3D figure. Also, we also call the bottom and the top the face. So like, imagine if you have like a cube. Let me get a cube here. Hold on for a second, guys. Okay, I'll use this box right here for my Power Beats Pro. All right, this is like a cube, right? So the faces are not just, if it says how many faces does this thing have, it has 6 faces. It has 4 going around as a top and a bottom, okay? But the top and bottom face is also referred to as the base. So if you say how many faces it has 6 faces. But if you say how many bases does it have, 2 bases, a top and a bottom, okay? So a total of 6 faces, including the top and the bottom. So the face is the flat size of the 3D figure. So that includes the top and the bottom. The base is specifically the top and the bottom, but the top and the bottom can also be called a face. Get that? Hope it doesn't confuse you. So this cube has 6. Well, actually, this is not a cube. It actually would be more of a rectangular prism or pyramid. Which one do you think? It actually is a rectangular prism. Prism because it has a top and a bottom. Prisms have top and bottom, so it had 2 bases, top and a bottom. Okay, here we go. Now, let's see. The base is the top and the bottom three-dimensional figure. The edges are the straight lines where the 2 faces meet. So you have pictures here You can refer to the features here. It says the face is the flat surface of the figure. So this rectangular prism here has 6 faces, okay? The edges formed by 2 faces. The edge formed by 2 faces of a three-dimensional figure. The vertex or the corners are how many corners it has, okay? That are where the 3 edges come together, okay? So this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4. How many edges does this thing have? How many corners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's one more behind here. 8, okay? So you have a total of 8 edges, 8 vertexes or corners. I'm sorry, okay? Now, let's keep going. This is all kind of review. Now, yesterday I didn't give you the names of these things in this page. I'm giving them to you today, okay? So this is how we name three-dimensional figures. To name some of the three-dimensional shapes you are not familiar with, we will start by separating the shapes into 2 different categories, okay? 1, prisms. What are the characteristics of prisms? Prisms have 2 congruent parallel bases. So let's look at these shapes right here. These are all prisms. Here are the bases. The bases, see, this is the base here, but it's not necessarily on the bottom, okay? They're saying that these 2 triangles are the bases, okay? That's why it's called a triangular prism. So actually, this thing should be standing up the other way. It should be standing on top of the triangles. The triangle should be the base of it, okay? This is a square prism, rectangular prism. So prisms all have 2 bases, have a top and a bottom, okay? Pyramids do not have 2 bases, they have 1 base. So if you have a shape that's 2 bases, you already know that the second word to the name of it should be prism something. If it has 1 base, then you know it's a pyramid. Now, the faces are rectangular on prisms, okay? Look at all these. These all have rectangular faces. Okay, let me erase this here. I don't like having those lines there. Okay. The faces are all rectangular. The prism is named according to the shape of its base. So this has the name triangular prism. Why? Because it's saying the bases are triangular. This has square prism or cube. Another word for this shape right here is what you call a cube. Cube right here. That right here is a cube. That is a square prism, all right? And you have a rectangular prism because the base is rectangular, okay? I know it looks like a square, but the base of this is rectangular. Okay, here we go. Now, no, I'm sorry. Here's the base for this. This base right here has squares, top and bottom, base, square, top and bottom. This right here, remember, the base is considered the triangles. So this shape should be standing up on its sides, okay? And the base here is this top and bottom here, okay? Top and bottom, okay? Bam. Okay, now, so these are all called prisms, but now you name them according to the shape of its base. Here we go. Keep going. Pyramids, they only have 1 base. So prisms, 2 bases, pyramids, 1 base, okay? The lateral sides meet together at the apex. The apex is the top, and the apex is the top, and all the faces are triangles. The pyramid is named according to the shape of its base also. So these are all pyramids, but what's the shape of the base? Well, the shape of this base is a rectangle. So this is a rectangular pyramid. Bam. This is the shape of this base is a square, so this is a square pyramid. The shape of this base is a triangle, so this is a triangular pyramid. Now, before I go any further, I forgot to give some shout outs. First of all, these people got 45 out of 60 on their independent practice. Asia, Calvin, Destiny, Jada T, Jakila, Christian Gates, Tiana, and Ava. Honorable mention, they got 40 out of 60, would be Tyler, Jazaria, and Shane. Jazaria is really coming up lately. I'm starting to see her name come up a lot more in the high scores. That's good. Congratulations, Jazaria. Okay, here we go. These people on the exit ticket got 45 or higher. These 2 people on the independent practice, they got perfect scores. That was Destiny Vaughn and Jada Thomas. Congratulations, they got 60 out of 60. Now on the exit tickets, 60 out of 60, Destiny Vaughn and Jada Thomas again. I wonder why. They may be working together. Okay, here we go. Now, exit tickets, they got 45 out of 60. These are the people: Ava, Asia, Shamira, Calvin, Destiny, Jada T, Jakila, Jazaria, Sandarius, Christian, Jasmine, and honorable mention for 40 out of 60 will be Jair and Mr. Breeze. Good job. Okay, keep up the good work, guys. I will be putting in scores this week. I'm putting grades this week based off your scores, okay? So be looking for that. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. You remember all of this. We talked about a cube, okay? A cube has what? A cube has 6 square sides, okay? 6 squares. All the faces are squares. So it said the shape of the base is a square, the shape of the faces are square. But let's look at this. So all the faces, it has 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? These are all the faces here, and they are all squares, okay? Now, how many bases does it have? This shape has 2 bases, the top and the bottom. How many vertices or corners? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices, 8 corners, okay? Well, how many edges? Well, let's use a different color here. Edges are here. 1, 2, 3, 4 edges. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Hope you guys like my drawing. I'm doing horrible here. All right, so this is a cube or a square prism. Prism because it has 2 bases. A square prism because the base is the shape of a square. All right, so interesting characteristics. Okay, rectangular prism. It also has 12 edges. It has 8 vertices like the square prism. 6 faces like the square prism, but it's a rectangular prism. So the only difference is that the shape of the faces are all rectangular on a square prism. Let's keep going. Here we go. Okay. This is a rectangular pyramid. It's a pyramid. Why is it rectangular? Because the base is the shape of a rectangular. Why is it a pyramid? Because the pyramid has 1 base. This shape has 1 base. Here we go. Now, how many corners does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 corners. How many vertices? How many corners are the vertices? How many edges? Well, 1, 2. There's 1 back here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I ask you, okay, this shape has 8 edges, this shape has 5 corners, this shape has 5 faces, what would you say? Bam, you would say rectangular pyramid, okay? Okay, cool. That's some of the questions you'll be having today. This is a triangular prism. It has 2 triangular faces and 3 rectangular faces. So let's look at this. Look at this. 2 triangles here. 1, 2. But then there are 3 rectangular faces. There's 1 right here on the bottom. There's 1 right here on the back end. And then there's 1 right here in the front. So that is 3 rectangular faces. So if I ask you what shape has 3 rectangular faces and 2 triangular faces and has 6 corners or 6 vertices and 9 edges, bam, you would be picking this shape right here. Triangular prism. All this stuff you can reference. It will be in your notes. In the practice material, it will be there for you to reference it as well, okay? So if you need help, reference the material, or you can reference this video again. Now, let's look at this. This is a triangular pyramid. Why is it a triangular pyramid? Because the base is the shape of a, you got it, pyramid, okay? So the base, the bottom, has the shape of a pyramid. Well, how many faces is it? Well, how many corners is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners, okay? Good, okay? How many faces? Well, what are the shapes? These are 4 triangles. 1 triangle here, 1 triangle back here, another triangle right here, and a triangle right here on the bottom. So you have a total of 4 triangles here, and you can look at the net drawing to see it. So if I ask you what shape has 4 triangles, has 4 corners, has 6 edges, you would say a triangular pyramid, all right? So these are all things that you can reference for your notes. This will also be in your notes as well. You can look at this as a quick reference guide. It has all the information you need. How many faces, how many edges, all right? How many faces, how many edges, how many vertices, okay? Anything else? Take your time on your work today. You can always go back and reference before you answer something. Pull up everything that I'm giving you, all the references, all the materials. You can go back and watch this video as many times as you want. I'm looking to shout out a lot more people. Today we had a higher number than what we had yesterday of good scores. And I just want to congratulate you guys for keeping up the good work. I know this is something that we're all trying to get used to. I want to congratulate you guys also for just hanging in there. Anything interesting you want to share or talk about, let me know. All right. I want you guys to know that I am continually missing you guys. Uh, and I hope that this is over with soon. All right. God bless you guys. Don't forget to call me 708-738-6763. You have any issues with any of the homework. All right. All right. Good luck, guys, with this. I know you guys are going to do good on it, like you always do. All right. Goodbye.